Good morning and welcome to day one, game one of the Australian Ultimate Championships, coming to you from a very fresh Ballarat morning. We're on the Judja Warong land. My name is Andy Moroney and we have GWS Blaze playing Zig Theory, GWS, Greater Western Sydney, obviously out of New South Wales, versus Zig Theory, and I'm joined by Avril Tam. Good morning, Avril.
Good morning, Andy. Geez, it is really fresh this morning. Sun just peeking through the clouds as well, so we'll see if it warms up a little bit.
GWS, you can see on your screen, to the right of screen in dark, they will be pulling, and we're away. Nationals 2024. Zig Theory receiving the pull.
Lovely. So Zig picking up, just centering the disc first of all.
Looks like a jump.
Looks like it might be a jump coming out. And just moving slowly. Zig trying to work around. Gets a little gainer. Some quick movement, gets a few passes upfield.
Looks like a traditional cup.
And just broken through the cup, but didn't quite get that continuation. So again, just stalling, safe hands.
Good flow.
Lovely flow. And just playing that small ball, really having a lot of success, Zig. Now just trapped on the side, cup working really, really hard to trap.
Good mark. Must be a high count.
And must be a high count now. Oh, we've got a call here.
Must have been a really high count. I think there was maybe a double team call because you did see the cup collapse in.
Yeah, and I think a violation signal potentially went up.
Yep, you're right, yep. Great flow from Zig early on. They've already got it on their end zone line, but here's where you tend to see the cups collapse. And you see a high one go up.
Speculative throw. GWS come down with the D. So early chance for a break, first point.
Yep. I would say, like, Zig Theory took it from probably their brick mark and worked it out without much difficulty right to the end zone line. So good early signs from both teams.
That's it. So GWS coming out in a horror to start. A little bit stuck, but just gets a small dishy across off to Simone Ryan.
Oh.
Ooh, lovely one across to Sarah Perkins. And then again, just Zig managing to hold them up.
Downfield's a bit messy, really struggling to get any kind of upfield, downfield flow.
Yeah, quite stagnant, people still warming up really.
Good break.
Lovely inside break there by Ryan.
She's off.
In the middle of the field. Just get it to one of their big throwers.
Yep.
Perkins. A little gainer up the sideline. And again, just, lovely one just over. Simone Ryan dives to grab that. Defense are doing pretty well to slow things down. We've got Chow on the disc now across to Perkins. And a big cut goes off to Ryan. Why not?
Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Nats. Sarah Perkins, great point from Sarah. And nice deep cut from Simone. You called it, Avril. Break.
That's it. Looks like Sarah Perkins, Simone Ryan getting involved really early in the play, so see what they've got for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that'll be the last time you call those names or even that combination.
little bit tight, maybe still getting a bit warmed up. Just don't see the intensity quite matching GWS at the moment.
For those not privileged enough to be in chilly Ballarat, it's cold. We've got a slight breeze. It's probably coming towards the camera, so more of a crossfield, I think, than a upwind, downwind. If you had to pick a downwind, it'd be to the left of screen. So handy for GWS to get what you could probably call an upwind break.
Yeah, we've got Perkins pulling the disc. Simone Ryan's on the line as well. See some big plays. Ooh, not sure, but they're playing on.
Okay, yep,
they're playing on. Oh, through the cup, and the cup just got a finger on that, so not quite a completion. Again, GWS, you got Sarah Perkins, reliable as ever.
Really got to lock down the brakes here. No inside.
It's a nice early cut, but just way too early.
Ooh.
Oh, and a speculative disc, but GWS coming down with the height.
Simmons gone.
Across to Chow.
Oh,
looking for the inside to Ryan. And just over the top. Lovely. And
you'd want to burn one, I reckon. And they are. 3-zip.
That was Ryan to Jung for the score.
This is straight out of the Alti coach's playbook. You go down 3-zip, you call a timeout.
Yep.
So we might take our first break. We're going to pop over to. I might pop over to one of the huddles. Hear what the message is. We'll be back shortly.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ultimate TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
our
our
work
work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
All right, we're back out of the timeout. Avril, what was the message from Zig Theory?
Yeah, they were just trying to really relish the positives. They were really on the end zone line and close to scoring. So just trying to settle down and just play really calm offense. And we have Betty Tan pulling the disc. Zig hopefully getting one in now, setting up a horror.
Would you like to know what GWS's message was?
Would love to know.
Bugger all. They didn't even huddle. So they're clearly happy with how things are going. Oh, nice little bid.
That small ball really working up quickly, past half.
No count, chill out. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, lovely small ball, and I thought she was going to put that.
Same.
And just looking for a good option, playing chilly with the disc. Easy. Lovely, there we go.
Nice response from Zig Theory.
And that was Daria Sanokova with the score, and I think Alice C with the assist.
That was really nice. That whatever they spoke about in that timeout, it worked. That was a different team playing offense just then.
Yeah, just waiting for a really nice clear option there. None of those high-risk floaty throws, just straight to the chest.
Half a bit on that inside one there that we just saw the replay of, but everything else pretty chilled.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think perhaps sagging off into the lane on defence didn't have a lot of pressure on that handler, which meant they could really open up those break throws.
All right. What is the actual temperature here?
I think the wind chill factor is also playing into it too.
Yeah. All right, we're in double digits. It doesn't feel like it.
That's right, players aren't feeling it. GWS are feeling hot, and Zig are now warming up into it. Good game of frisbee ahead. And we have Zig in with the pull.
That'll be a brick.
Yeah, just floats out the side.
Bunch of players rocking the Bunnings gloves. It seems to be the new in vogue thing.
Looks like Zig's bringing out a bit of a junk this time.
Yeah. More aggressive.
Yeah.
1-3-2-1.
It is breezy with that crosswind, so not a bad option, but GWS are slicing through pretty quickly. Although now the cup is collapsing to sideline. Ooh, risky high throw! Lovely defense by Zig to intercept. And they're now off to the races through the middle of the field.
They've got numbers, they can work it.
They've got deep space. Coming back, just centering, playing safe, which is what the coach has asked of them in that timeout. But
that'll work.
Oh, just tracked it.
That'll work.
Will it? So
no.
Ryan in the space. Oh, Ryan just standing tall in that space, preventing Zig from having a bid at all.
That was a great D.
It was.
Saw it miles out, read the play really well.
All right, and it looks like they're going for that junk again.
You see it going over the top. Read really well. Did well to avoid contact as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Perkins bringing the disc in for GWS. Again, that junk. All these high throws, speculative, but they're working at the moment. Simone Ryan to Joey Chow. And Perkins again, and she goes with a big... Oh, we've got the D closing in. Oh, just at the back.
So because, like, GWS were able to get that space over the top because they're playing such an aggressive fence. So they've got that 1-3. They've got so someone on the mark. Then they've got three players all in a line, which means the space over the back is free. You're right, they're kind of baiting it a little bit, like those throws have been close, but that's where the space is, and if you're a handler, that's where you want to continue to attack.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see those over-the-top throws. GWS have some height as well, so they're probably going to be okay in that situation.
Yeah. And so GWS here, this is the difference. You'll see they're playing a short deep as well, so that space over the top, you can't really put anything floaty. They've got to be direct through the cup.
Yes.
Oh,
the bait.
Good enough.
Lovely pressure there by Izzy Bath. Picking up on the sideline. You can see Zig trapping again. Just a little one to Simone Ryan in the cup. Another one over the top, but this one just falls a little short for Izzy Bath. And Zig, you can see the receiver's just going, but luckily have nice calm offense as asked by the coach. Still working it through, little gain our field. Handlers mostly working in space. Receivers are very, very deep, making it very difficult to throw, and that crosswind just pushes that disc over.
Yes, Simone Ryan kind of showing the experience there, peeled off, sat in the lane as the poach, so the dump was free behind the disc, but just didn't see it. Don't mind the look, like that inside break is definitely going to be damaging if they can hook it up. But
yeah. I mean, they have nailed it a few times, but probably going the other way. So just haven't really adjusted for the crosswind throws going this way to the right of screen. Got Perkins picking up, just centering the disc, trying to move around the cup rather than over the cup this time. Getting a couple through. Again, mostly handler movement still. Just a little head check. Now they're moving it up a little, or they're still on this sideline, using their legs. So slightly different strategy than last few points. Now she goes over, but that wasn't really to anyone.
Struggling with that one.
Yeah. So we've got Zig.
Stack's
Looks
a
like
little
GWS have
deep.
got a match.
That stack's too deep. With this wind, the wind's starting to kick up now. Like Zig Theory would be going upwind. That's a nice gainer.
There we go. They've managed to work it up halfway and then turned it in previous attempts. We'll see what they got this time. Safe going around. Yeah.
Stack's just still way too
Way
deep.
too deep. Yeah, it's mostly handlers just working it through to maintain possession at the moment. Oh, and that's a turnover, just a throwaway there. Straight off the races. Who else would it be but Ryan? And that's just a 1-throw score.
She struggled a couple of times with the throws that point, but Simone Ryan, like even on the D, that last D, she took away probably 2 or 3 cuts by poaching off. She would follow her player under, but would also stay in the lane just a bit and kind of leave her player for 2 seconds. It's a smart play because it's kind of daring Zig Theory to go, you know what, throw it to the poach, which they haven't been able to hook up recently. So good point on both sides of the disc from Simone. Oh, what do you reckon, like star jumps or something? What do we... So we've seen Simone Ryan in everything. The rest of the team, Sarah Perkins, obviously. Kristen Mortimer is the captain, with Mon Chang, the spirit captain. On Michi Sano as well, spirit captain.
We've got co-captains, Kirsten Mortimer with Betty Tan, and dual spirit captains as well. All right, GWS. Let's see if they can continue the momentum that they've established. Betty Tan with the pull.
Far more even kind of balance in terms of the game. Zig Theory obviously giving that lead away to start with, but looking better now.
Yeah, looking to have settled into the game. The aggressive cup here by GWS. Just working it through the handlers, Zig. And just squeezing up the sideline for now. Surely they'll be... Ooh, nice. Lovely one up line. And the receivers read it quite well, bobbled but secured. And an easy pass. Lovely zone offense by Zig Theory.
How's that throw?
Squeezing out the sideline, eh?
Well, you're right, but there's also that concept of like throwing your teammate into space to the point where I think she probably thought, and that was why there was a bit of a bobble, probably went a little bit further than she thought. Yeah, she slows up there and then has to do a little bit of work, but really well reeled in.
And credit to the player on the other wing, really just went hard to drag that deep defender to give her teammate that space. So really well done. Way to play as a team there. And we've got Zig Theory, the team list, captained by Grace Andrews, number 1, and Anna Rosler, number 6. And spirit captains is Stephanie Childs and Hannah Crockett-Niney.
Anna's got a broken hand, so she's not here.
Okay. And Zig coming in with a big pull.
That's better.
A very floaty one. It's taken off to come down. I think it's staying in.
Yep.
Very nice. Defender putting on pressure early. GWS in a hurry. Doing well to hold it up. Joey Chow now, middle of the field to Simone Ryan. Sarah Perkins, we're calling the same names and again, but very effective. Izzy Bass asking for the swing. Looked off, little one to Ryan. Across to Izzy Bass to Ryan. Again, that small ball, just trying to play through the cup, make the defenders move.
It's pretty disciplined.
Yeah. Perkins off to Bath. To Ryan back in the centre. They're using their legs and their throws. Comms are going pretty well. They're containing quite well at the moment, Zig, with that cup. They seem to be... Ooh, and just one over the top.
Oh, she whiz.
Presuming that's a foul call.
I think it'd be a foul call. I mean, both committed to the disc. There was nothing nasty in it, but geez, hit the deck. Oof. Bang.
I don't think she saw the opponent.
No,
the
100%.
Just was looking straight at the disc and didn't realise there was a person standing in the way.
The sun is doing its best, Avril, to poke through. I'm standing out here to get it as we hear a conversation. I think we do have observers.
You can see the mist coming from the players' mouths when they're talking because it's so cold.
So the players talking it out, they do have the support from the
Game advisors.
Game advisors. They're not observers, are they? Observers are the other mob. Game advisors, who can provide an impartial view if required, but they're not being called on yet. I think they're all working it out. I think it's fair enough. Uncontested foul. So Simone will be picking it up.
And disc is in. Short field to work with. Inside throw. Just outside. Lovely GWS score.
I think the main difference, so we've seen zone offenses and defenses from both sides now. I think the main difference from a GWS versus Zig Theory perspective is that GWS are using the width a lot more. So you'll see a lot more lateral bouncing. The handlers are moving it. The nature of Zig Theory's zone is also allowing that. They're like, cool, we'll give you the little back and we'll give you the kind of a round shot. They're trying to clog the downfield. The flip side of what that brings is that it's going to be hard to get a high count because you've always got that easy reset, and with that kind of freedom comes not a lot of pressure. So you can go, right, I'm going to wait through. Obviously, they picked a shot. There was a foul on it, so who knows how it would have played out otherwise, but they can kind of wait until they see a shot that they like, which is likely to someone like Simone over the top. Whereas Zig Theory, I mean, you called it earlier, there was a lovely throw out in a space, but it was still down the sideline. So I'd say that's the major difference between both teams at the moment. But Zig Theory 5-2, we've got a game. They're in touch. After a slow start, we've more or less traded, so it should be exciting.
And the sun coming out maybe with Zig as well. So at this point, opportunity. There have been more scores down this end, so it might be on the Zig side as we've got the pool coming up.
Got support on the channel for both sides. Nathan, let's go GWS. And Sponge Cake 95 getting around Zig Theory.
Sponge Cake. Oh, and a layup block. GWS.
That is massive.
Commitment.
Huge block.
That was a layup by Trinity Dolan. Great job, Trinity. Got Betty Tan, ever reliable, picking up the disc. Another break opportunity, inside throw. Center of the disc in the red zone now. Looking for a safe dump. Just gets in front of a defender.
No dump back now.
Yeah, Betty Tan again, making her presence felt. And a really lovely leading pass.
Huge point.
Score to Charlotte Kong.
That was a huge bid.
I think the intensity level of GWS is just up a notch compared to Zig Theory.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Zig got a little turned around on their mark as well. So that's a home. Then that's kind of an away, or it's a break, but really nice flat throw.
There could be a bit of a force middle at play as well, so we'll have to have a look at that again later. I think the other difference at the moment is with GWS, they're finding multiple ways to attack that zone. So as you mentioned, they've got the over-the-top throws with some of the taller receivers. They're working it really well around the zone as well, but they're also using the legs to get through the zone. So they've got a few different tools in the tool shed that they're pulling out, and Zig can't stop all of them. If they stop one, then they're really just using the others. Yeah.
Well, we've got our first highlight of the tournament. That was a huge bit under.
Just timed perfectly, no body contact.
No.
Dreams.
Read really well as well. All right, that sun's gone again.
All right, GWS in. Sarah Perkins with a big pull. Slight, probably downwind, crosswind this way. And Zig bring it across. Junk look. High throw. Alice manages to get up tall.
See, this is
across the sideline.
The
okay, now they're working around, but there's no one there for that continuation. Oh, and they're squeezing it through the cup. It works for them at the moment, but that's a lofty high one. Perkins have got that all day. GWS now racing up. Oh, Chow, probably a strip, I'm guessing. Let the players talk it out. Looked like the defender just ran into her arm and knocked it out of her hands. Looks like they've asked the game advisors for perspective. Yeah, strip called. strip uncontested, so possession will go back to Joey Chow.
Close.
Right, disc in. All right, just resetting. Looks like it's a match, so a bit of a horror structure. Whoa, great attack.
Yeah, didn't stop.
Yep, LSC just ran through that disc.
Still playing a junk.
Yeah, that far sideline, trying to trap them, managing to get it through the cup. Just going a little bit backwards to go forwards, but the forwards is just coming up line now. And across, in between two defenders, Izzy Butler's pretty close. Looking cross field, and just the easy up line to LSC.
Double happiness.
Zig will be happy with that one. Just clawing back a little bit now, getting settled. Score is 6-3, GWS's way. Haven't been too many scores up that end either.
No, no.
So I think they've done well.
Yeah, and that would be, as we said before, that if you were to pick an upwind end, it's the one that they've just scored at. So handy that they've used, they've scored an upfielder to maintain a bit of contact. 3 points, doable. Very doable.
Lovely attack on that D. And just moving across really nicely. You can see taking what's given. Really nice controlled throws in that upwind direction, keeping it low.
Yeah. Still the lateral movement. Wouldn't mind seeing a little bit
Yeah.
more, but you know what? It worked. On the other field, we've got two fields here near our commentary position. We've got Manly and Crank, and that is on serve, 3-4. Obviously in the men's division.
All right, let's see if GWS, what they can do in this upwind direction. Big pull by Zig.
Jeez, that's a monster.
That's a great float. Lovely. Very difficult to catch. Already puts the handles on back foot. It's that zone look again. Oh, just a slight overthrow. So Zig intensity has really lifted to match GWS. Dare I say maybe gone past it. Again, no pressure on the thrower. Just working off the handlers. Trying to connect with the downfield. But nothing, not really liking those options. So back across in that handler space. Oh, that was a close defensive attempt,
yeah.
but Zig managed to squeeze it through. Just the flick, small ball at the moment, and then out in front. Oh, just bounces off the tips of her fingers.
I was going to say that first turn, I reckon you're seeing that because the disc hit the ground, the pool hit the deck, and it's quite like you can see that you can still see the dew and the moisture on the grass. Just makes it a little bit harder for handlers to get a purchase on it, and that's when you see things slip out, and maybe even that grab there.
Yeah. The slip-through discs.
It is.
Okay, it's just in that corner, Betty Tan, but she will have started in that position many times and got it through. As GWS just play small ball, trying to get through the cup first. Now they're going around, although no continuation on that close sideline. Across again to the far sideline to Betty. Now she can see the continuation, but it's not thrown.
Well, this is better from Zig. They're shutting down that lateral movement.
Absolutely. So still stuck in that back third of the field, although working it through the handlers at the moment.
Yeah, they'll open up now.
Yes. Oh. Just as you said it, Andy.
Yeah, I had to say it.
Commentator's curse. But no, Zig have done very well on D just to tighten up and really stop that biggest threat next throw rather than getting too sucked into the play.
Oh,
Lovely
nice.
handler movement to get free there.
Sort of shake and bake.
Yeah, that was by Salnikova.
Whoa,
Oh, inside
hello.
flick. That's
Whoa.
beautiful shot. Through to Jessica Smith. She's looking
dump
front.
coach.
Yes. Oh, another inside flick. Are we going to see a fourth? She's just looking behind for the safe throw. No one on that dump.
Yeah.
GWS now getting back into position on defense. Oh, lovely open cup. Open cup, apologies. GWS are doing really well to stop it, but getting around now, surely. Break,
Hello.
Yes, lovely.
Hello.
And there we
go.
No. In and out of the hands.
Yeah, had 9/10 of it.
She was in great position there. That was Tran. And it was
What, that inside flick.
we had about 3 or 4 inside flicks in a row, and then that last sequence, those around breaks, those continuation, just perfect frisbee. But maybe that
Salnikova's.
Yeah.
That was smooth.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
Straight to the chest.
Zig Theory looking a lot better.
Yeah.
Back in the game. They're in the game
Yep.
now.
For sure. So Betty Tan bringing it up on the other corner now. Ooh, just managed to connect. GWS moving quickly through, but now settling back with Zig resetting their defensive cup. They're doing really well to slow it down, and the continuation is not really connecting. It's all handler movement right now, and as I say that, Betty Tan has a lovely throw over the top to Trong, who had that lovely deep. Oh, and she has to go again! That just bobbles out of the hands.
Not the first one we've seen today.
I think
it is going to be slippery.
Yeah, I think the Zig theory intensity has leveled up and is just making GWS doubt those throws.
Yeah.
And slight over or under throws as well. So Zig have done well to lift the intensity and bring the pressure.
I think they're also liking the match defense a bit better. I think they're like, if I was GWS, as we see a quick shot go out, and that's a goal.
That's a beautiful goal. Oh, that might have been an opportunity. That might have been an opportunity gone begging. That might have been an opportunity gone begging for Ziggy. Saw them bring that intensity on that point and got close a couple of times. Got several opportunities, but couldn't quite convert that one. And GWS punished them with a quick score once they got the turn in the red zone.
And a lovely little cameo from Mike Palmer, part of the LTTV crew. Just making sure all our tech is working. Big shout out to the LTTV crew in partnership with Ultimate Australia. Oh, okay. Lucky us. Mike's here, everyone. We can hear him. You can't.
I think Zig will be disappointed after that point. See if they can come out again with the same intensity.
Yeah, and I mean, credit to GWS. That's, again, probably more of an upwinder. And that was a great cross-field shot.
Anyway, thanks, Bozza. Now they can hear me. So
fantastic. Welcome officially to Mike Palmer.
Great to be here at AUC.
Very lucky and thankful to have you here, as I'm sure the entire Ultimate community is, Mike. All right. Another good pull.
Yeah, I can hear the voices on the sideline, really bringing the energy now.
Good cut. That's how you do it. Full steam.
Oh, you hate to see those little dunk passes. And can she punish? No. Space was good, legs weren't fast enough.
Okay, so Zig are going to have to work it the entire way here. Coming into a horror.
They're probably doing the match. Zig are preferring the match defense rather than the zone. Oh, obviously say that. Oh, lovely layout grabbed by LSC to save the disc after a defensive touch. At least the turn was the other end.
Yeah. Great D, and then an even better recovery.
Bobbled out defender's hands. Alice just goes full stretch for that.
A couple of great layouts we've seen this game now. GWS coming in from pretty much their brick mark. We might see one go here.
Yep, we've got no dip, using those shoulders. Across to Izzy Bath. Joey Charles poached. Slightly risky high throw, but gets it through. Oh! Charles tries to get it through the cut to Ryan, but Zig says no way.
Grace Andrews, nice poach D. And then throwing the goal.
Well done, Zig.
Well done, Zig. That's an important point. You are, from like a mindset perspective, scoreboard, but as well as a mindset perspective, going into the sheds at half 8-3 versus now at least 8-4, big difference.
100%.
And from the upwind, scoring the upwind as well.
I do wonder if GWS are going to put on another zone. That seemed to be a little bit more effective against Zig.
If I was them, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
Like, as a defense, you go, what don't they like? It's not necessarily about what you like playing. It's what don't your opponents like playing. So for me, that's the. I mean, don't take anything away from Zig. They've warmed into the game. They're looking better than they did at the start. But I think part of why it wasn't vibing for them is that GWS were playing a very clustering kind of zone, and they didn't. They weren't able to get their flow.
All right, so Zig coming out on D. as we've said before, GWS trying to go the slight upwind direction. Lovely big pool, plenty of float.
Yeah, you can just tell from the pools, like they're just getting 10, 15 metres further on this, from this end.
Yeah. Ooh, that's an overthrow. She gonna, oh, lovely layout save for Betty Tan.
Sick bit.
Through to Monchang.
Inside.
Back across.
That one a bit easier.
And they're really using the widths now, GWS. High throws, but they're coming off, oh, just the small one.
That's been the difference though. That was sideline to sideline, and in the process made 30 metres, and that's why moving it laterally is such a good thing to do on offence.
Yeah, sure.
Poached on the far side here. Keep going, keep going.
GWS
There you
continue,
go.
beautiful. Really stretching that defence. You got the continuation.
It's Battersby, really good cut.
She says no. That dominator movement, she looks her off. But now goes for a slightly bigger gainer. Intercepted by Betty Tan. We've got about halfway, now past halfway to Monica Chang. Waiting for her receivers to get in position. Back to Betty Tan and that handler movement. Opening up the space, dominator movement.
Mom's
surely there's a deep option. All right, getting into that red zone now. Slicing across, doesn't like that shot. Wants to go back to Betty Tan. Continue across, opening up that break side now. I thought she's going to put that up, but Zig Theory just catching up, putting that pressure.
Betty's gone wide. There it is.
There we go. There we go. Oh.
I'm not going to hold that again. Betty Tan's teammates absolutely gave her a workout at this point. High, low, wide, the whole thing. That was probably the easiest of the lot, but she was knackered. Had a really good point so far.
It's pretty awkward when it's coming over that shoulder as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so Zig with another chance here to break.
That's over.
Ooh. Well done to get that early and high and well within the field of play. And so you're downfield working hard to get open, but just push through that downwind direction a little bit. We've got Betty Tan picking up again, taking a few breaths in after that big sequence. Oh, that's a high speculative one, but received by Saino. Oh, injury.
I think there was a little boot to the back of the head.
Yeah. She fell over awkwardly. But well done to just really focus on keeping the disc up.
Got a couple.
Yeah.
Understandably taking the point. All smiles. All right, so we'll see AUC coming on. Violation.
All right, GWS see if they can retain possession and score this little upwinder. Betty Tan up. Whoa, lovely. Just grabs that out of the air, slightly behind her, and to Monica Chang. GWS really maintaining that intensity momentum despite a couple of attempts by Zig.
Yeah, good D from Zig. They're in it. Even though it's 8-4, so that's going to be the first half. So we are going to take a short break. We'll jump into each of the huddles, hear what the messages are, and we'll be back with the second half action shortly.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, UltimateTV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Welcome back for the second half as we're looking at some excellent highlights out of the first half. GWS leading Zig Theory 8-4. Avril, you were over at the Zig Theory tent. What was the message?
That's right. Firstly, celebrating all the highs, some fantastic bids both on offense and on defense. The chat was mostly about the connection between the downfield players and the handlers, just trying to get through some timing and making sure that they were clearing space for those dump sets.
GWS are pretty chilled. I mean, and you would be if you've got it on your 8-4. Oh, big bid, no.
Ooh.
Early
Enough
chances,
pressure there, yeah. And we've got that downwind option, although a little bit too far in front. Not a bad spot to start defending from, though.
Yeah. I don't mind it. As we see, maybe just a little bit of drizzle. If it's here, it won't hang around. So GWS, their message was mainly around and I think it was another a good one, was for the points that are going longer, that's when some of the discipline they've got around head checking and being disciplined in the stack starts to fall away. So just maintaining that discipline and that structure on the longer points.
Yep. As you can see, there's a junk look by Zig just to force GWS to think twice about a couple of those shots. They've worked it across now, though. And then back, swinging across, moving that cup, opens up that middle space.
Half a bite.
And then working nice and steady, using a few different tactics around the cup, through the cup, opening up those spaces. Still mostly handlers that are getting all the movement and gainers through. Now they're about a third of the way close to the end zone. Might be a transition to match.
Yeah, good call. I
Yep.
think you're right.
So we've got Perker in the middle of the field.
Set a pivot foot this time. That's a nice change.
Oh, some defensive pressure. Way to get into that pocket. And Zig, a big option. Want to get it down the other end.
Great
And the
push.
receiver's in great position. Well read with that last little swing on the S-shape. Just waiting for everyone to get in front now. Just nice and chilly. Oh.
Salnakova's got a lovely step-out flick. That's great.
She does. Unfortunately, straight into the knees of her receiver, though. Unmarked, so not sure what happened there. Maybe a bit of breakdown in communication on that match defense. So we've got Perkins starting pretty much the same spot as she did the before.
Yeah, and this was the message out from GWS. Like, this is now a couple of turns in this point. How can you maintain the structure? Will be a little bit easier, or not easier, handler-driven, because they're playing the junk.
Yeah, as the wind's gusting up a little bit as well, which is probably playing that 8th defender in the zone. You can see the disc just popping up a little bit crosswind. Although GWS working it up okay on that far sideline. Still maintaining possession. Oh, and as I say that, attempt through the cup read well by Zig.
That was your one, all right? That's your, okay, we're one each, okay?
Got to get these out of the way early. Zig picking up. A lovely inside flick.
Go round now.
Ooh, that continuation. She wasn't looking for it. We've got Salnikova. That lovely
There it is.
flick.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Showing it off now. Why wouldn't you? If I had a flick like that, that's all I'd throw. I do not have a flick like that. I have an awful flick. That's why I'm commentating.
All right, and Zig have pulled it back to 5-8 now. As the wind, a few gusts here and there, might make it a little bit more unpredictable.
It picked up, didn't it? Yeah, so we do have some rain now, but I've been advised that it's a fleeting shower from Mike, so...
Let's hope so for all the camera gear.
I was going to use, less appropriate words than you, but no, this is rain now. I mean, it'll only be a few minutes, but it is rain.
Might see a few more slippery discs out of their hand.
Oh, big time. This changes a lot.
Yeah.
8-5. It's good that Zig scored that goal. But the upwinders are going to be
crucial.
Just that much more challenging now. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
You can see the players all trying to stay warm as well, bringing out all the jackets. It's a pretty exposed field, hey? Not a lot of coverage around the sides.
fresh.
All right, AUC. It's an upwind pull. She does pretty well to get it pretty much to brick mark. Yeah.
Brick mark, you take
Yeah.
it.
And Zig just kind of sitting back in that lane, allowing the handlers to throw without too much pressure.
It's that lateral thing again. They just went right to left, and now they're going to do the same
Yeah,
thing.
come back across.
See? Yeah.
Yep, beautiful. Way to move those defenders.
That's a good point. That's probably the one thing I'd say to Zig is like try and limit the lateral. Like, okay, the downfield stuff is good. It's a bit tricky. The conditions are helping you with that. Try and put a little bit more pressure on the handlers by taking away the lateral. See, they're just kind of giving that reset
Exactly.
back.
And, you know, they can go for a big continuation. Not to be this time, but they're certainly setting up for that.
So they've moved,
So
they've
again,
made now 30 metres.
Surely, oh, she had two receivers who had space in front. But just safe hands of Betty Tan, just trusting that. Moving across again, opening up. They've settled into a bit more of a stringent match now. Oh, and just an overthrow.
There's a chance for Zig to get 8-6. This would be the closest they've been since the start of the game.
Yeah, this would be a big point if they can get this slide up window with the gusts and the rain coming down. Keeping that scoreboard pressure on. Oh, that bomb bobbles up in the wind. A few under it. Ooh, few bobbles, but comes to the ground with some more.
One's out the back.
Betty Tan,
Good
big
mark,
pivots.
Alice.
Oh, well done to really stop that first
100%.
2-3 looks. And GWS just settling into this rhythm now. Although nice strike up line. No continuation, unfortunately. So she has to look back across to Betty Tan.
Two cutters went at the same time. I mean, that was exactly the
And that continuation was just a little bit late, so they couldn't take advantage of that swing.
Must be a high count.
Yeah.
That throw suggests high count.
Yeah.
Suggests, hold on, I've been caught now. Because there were a few good break options. But the thing sometimes you just kind of lose focus when you got the disc and you go, oh wow, it's now 8. I've got to do something with this.
Yeah.
So we've seen this walk up. How was your coffee?
Hot chocky?
Oh, the hot
chocky.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay, I'd like to issue a public apology to Mike Palmer because the coffees were foul. At least mine one. It was no bueno as we see another turn.
To be honest, any hot drink I think will be acceptable no matter
I'd
how foul.
probably take it again, yeah.
GWS in the red zone and inside. Oh, bubbles, and she grabs it for the score.
Yeah. Yes, if anyone has any good good coffee, particularly takeaway coffee recommendations, we're here for it.
Yeah, anywhere near the beautiful Victoria Park down in Ballarat, give us your recommendations. So not to be for Zig here, GWS pull away again.
Would have been nice, sliding door stuff, but 8-6 versus 5-9.
Feels like a bit of a margin to climb, given the conditions as well.
I've stitched you up here. Sorry, that's my bad. I'm trying to plug in the laptop. Cord's going everywhere. All right. 9-5. The shower is past, I'd say, for now.
Few grey clouds still up and about. Temporary reprieve as we've got Perkins with the pull. About brick mark to the close sideline. They're coming out in a junk here, which has worked effectively for them early in the game. See if they can do it again.
Yeah.
Again, Zig getting trapped on that sideline. Let's see if they can work through this or if they're going to squeeze it. Now looking for an option through, but intercepted by Izzy Bath and GWS. Proving effective yet again.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got GWS playing small ball now. Oh, and that leading throw pulled down. Plenty of options to time the disc. Travel called.
So watch Sim Ryan here. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes deep break side, especially if you'd expect this dump to go off to Sarah Perkins, poached, which means Sarah will have probably 1 or 2 seconds to have any shot on the field.
Yeah, GWS have a lot of players behind the disc, so they really need to try and stretch that zone out a little bit more to give themselves a bit more room to work with.
Yeah, good call.
So Joey Chow with the disc.
Good from Zig Theory. They've worked them back 15 metres here.
Yeah, doing well with the pressure. A bit of like a force middle, I think, on the cup. Yeah.
Bang,
Up.
there it is.
Oh, who's sitting under that? I think that might be Lim. Another one pulled down. Shane, no, she doesn't like that option, but Perkins out wide.
Yep, Sim's calling for it.
Dissolved
There
a
it
match.
goes.
Yeah, you take that match up most days. Oh, the disc just
Great positioning.
dropped. Yeah.
Really good
Defender
read.
did really well to read that. Just dropped in front. She protected the space
Yeah, big
really
time.
well, so Ryan couldn't reach over the top.
Very
setting,
deep.
yeah, setting that junk again, but I'm not sure that Zig Theory have really positioned themselves, although, Perkins just put enough pressure on that one to affect the catch. So got Boodoo picking up. Looking for a big, not quite on, so it goes across to Perko, dominator movement. Perkins looks her off and goes through that cup. Again, just really staying nice and steady, playing possession offense. Oh, and as I say that, it goes out the side.
I think that was for Simone.
Yeah.
Had a bit of heat on it, which made it hard.
Yeah, the lip just wasn't quite the right direction, just bounced up.
G-Dub going with the zone again.
Oh, pushes them backwards though, and gets another opportunity.
That one stings.
Yeah, especially when they haven't actually gone around and swung, and that's what they tried to do. It didn't work.
So you'll see if you look at Sim Ryan right at the back there. So she's right at the back of the end zone line. So they're going to try and isolate one player.
Yeah. Well, she's got a good height matchup on her. We'll see though, because Ryan's pretty athletic. I think she's probably got her covered for speed. Oh, and she goes to Joey Chow, who dives to ensure the catch, and GWS score for 10-5. GWS are looking pretty well oiled at the moment.
Well, it was interesting. I was having a chat to one of their players. I said, "You guys are looking good," and they were. I mean, they were positive, but they were clear. It was clear that they weren't playing at the level that they wanted to. With no disrespect to Zig Theory, but they said, you know, there are still some things that they're not happy with internally. So when you watch kind of set plays like that looked really disciplined. You can tell that's something that they've drilled. There was just a really strong connection between thrower and receiver. Everyone knew what was happening, where they were going, and a nice break.
And coming out of halftime, they did talk about making sure that they stay disciplined through those long points. So well done on stepping up and really achieving that goal. It's a pretty windy one now. This downwind pull should favour Betty Tan. She goes for a big one. Well caught by Zig. Moving it up before the defenders are set. We're now on this side. Now Alice C goes for a big shot to 90 Crockett. Oh, bobbles, but manages to catch it with a face. Now everyone's scrambling to get in position. We've got Alice C. Defense have done really well to cover it. A lovely inside flick.
Take that. That would have been on an 8 count.
Yes.
Throw of the day.
Oh, beautiful.
Throw of the day. Take a bow. Gets the doubles up, the Jukes. Why wouldn't you? That is an excellent throw. How is it?
Yeah, that was to 90 Crockett. Pardon me, Crockett 90.
Sees it.
Yeah,
Up inside.
You can see all the defenders just sagging off into that open side. Just left that vulnerable break space. Baited it, got it.
Call back to the line, Alice. I was going to try and grab her and just say, hey, you've just won our very first throw of the day award. How do you feel?
She's got to back it up again.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you're throwing them like that, stay on. So after this, we're going to have a really interesting game between two, I'd say, teams contending for like semis or quarters even. It's Outbreak versus Sublime. So I think it's going to be a pretty evenly matched first pool game. As we see Juggernaut, I think, warming up on the other side. That'll be the other field.
So Zig staying in touch, 6-10. Up with a big downwind pull. Let's see if they can stay in touch. Plenty of float on that one. Defenders getting down. Betty Tan anchoring this offense. Goes for a big shot. The Zig defenders got space. Oh, nice competition, I think.
Yeah, good wheels from both players.
Yeah. She just
Good
got her
put.
shoulder.
That was from just past the brick mark. That was very good put. That would have been throw of the day.
If it had
Sorry,
connected.
Alice. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
So Zig get a chance here to claw back maybe another break.
He wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. So again, just stuck on that forced sideline. Not a lot of support, so she has to go for a speculative one, but it's read beautifully. And they've got another deep option again. Snaffle down from the air. Just on the end zone line now, waiting for the support and the cavalry to come. Backwards throw.
Get out wide.
Let's see what Zig can do. Swing across. Oh, and that around break. Oh, not quite in yet. Let's see what they've got. If they can stay patient,
yeah, you're right.
maintain possession, that's when they've looked good. You can see the defense is hot on their tail.
Come on.
Surely. Oh, she just overthrew. Several throws which were high grabs that Zig just read really well and snaffled down.
And even though it's downwind, we've seen at least kind of 3 or 4 shots be overshot. That one, though it was sitting up, gave the defender half a sniff. It was still a really well-weighted throw.
All right. GWS have to work it all the way up. Bit of a junk from Zig, although they've adjusted it now to, that's it. Hang on, there might be a call. Looks like a foul call.
Ooh.
Might be Betty Tan and AUC.
I reckon that was a D. Let's have a little
Let's have a look.
squeeze. Players know better. That's a D. But we'll let the players, pardon me, let the players with the support of the game advisors sort it out. And retracted call. All right, another shot for Zig.
Oh, beautiful.
She's not throwing them, she's catching them. And getting the Ds.
Yeah, just the over the top to the break side over the stack, eh?
Well, a pretty good call from the coach to keep her on. She was walking to the sideline for the last point. I think coming to the sideline now, having to think about it.
Yeah, both the D and the score. Great job, AUC. It's the reason why she's Australian rep.
AUC, you've just won our first throw of the day award with that inside break for the goal there. That was before you got the D and then caught the goal, so we can't give you any more awards, but would you like to thank anyone?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my sponsors. I'm doing World's Greatest Shave this year. I'll be shaving sometime this weekend. Somebody will maybe post the link on the comments below. Thank you very much for everyone who's already sponsored so far.
Oh, that was unexpectedly excellent. Thank you. Okay, I thought if I put you on the spot, you might choke. That was lovely. Get around her. World's Greatest Shave. We'll be getting around it in some format.
Yeah, brave in this weather as well. Hope she packs the beanies.
I was about to say, take my beanie.
All right, a lovely high pull in that upwind space by Zig.
That's the biggest pull today.
Yeah, really just setting themselves up, getting that pressure straight onto GWS. The handler movements is working up slowly in the small ball. Stuck on that sideline for now. But we've got plenty of reliable teammates and throwers maintaining possession pretty easily. Through the couple. Just that drop. that attempt through the cup. It was a good option. Just
Now,
yeah.
now this is interesting.
Yeah.
10-8 would be interesting.
All right, just go for the big.
Thanks, Andrew.
In the middle, just nice control, upwind. All they've got to do is just control these throws, make sure those lips don't pop up too high.
The wind's really kicked up as well.
Oh, that's a lovely save. Beautiful. That's Silnikova. Has she got another inside flick? Surely. She's looking, she's looking. Around backhand. And GWS have done well just to slow down. Oh, to Silnikova, just straight to the turf.
That's unfortunate. Really good work.
GWS picking up now.
That shower is back as well.
So GWS working it through, but slowly this time, although over the top. Beautiful to Simone Ryan right on the sideline. And just the 1-2, 1-2. No defender in sight. Silnikova trying to chase. It's a bit too easy.
Look, when you say on the sideline, there's on the sideline and there is on the sideline. But anyway, we'll let the players officiate and we'll just stick to our job.
I don't think the defenders were close enough to see.
We did have the best seat in the house for that. Anyway.
All right, so GWS pulling away, 11-7.
They got away with one there. Yep. But the players, it's a self-officiated sport. That's why we love it. Sometimes.
Again, defenders were too far away to see anything.
No, for sure. We got the defenders, yeah.
And GWS really making sure of it. No defender in sight, just easy 1-2 all the way up. AUC getting the party on the sideline, staying warm.
Fantastic work from Multi-TV, just giving Simone nowhere to hide. Not that she knew, like there was nothing untoward from her. She wasn't to know.
No.
But great camera work from our team here, just making sure everyone can see what we saw. Zig.
Zig finding a couple of holes in this GWS defence.
Go.
And they're going for the. You can hear the loud, fine match calls, and it's another overthrow.
Yeah.
So we've got Betty Tan bringing it up across. Oh, that's a cold drop with the centering disc, which gives Zig an opportunity right on the end zone line. They pick it up quickly. Who are they looking for? Just a small duck behind, maintain possession. Oh, lovely open. Oh.
That's a good scramble from GWS.
Yeah.
That's not easy. They picked it up to play quick. That turn was a spent it before you had it kind of throw. Catch, sorry.
Yeah, the space is good, but the gusting wind wasn't in their favour. So GWS are starting in with a vert offence, maybe an ISO here. A bit slow to get moving though, the stack. So the handlers work it up. Ooh, and an intercept. The throw just was a little bit behind a player. Again, a quick pickup. Zig pointing to where they want the options. Ooh.
Hang, got it back.
So disc is really just staying in that third of the field. Can hear GWS calling for something, but Zig managing to slow them down with that junk look. Floaty disc, snaffled down. Across the middle. Betty Tan goes for a gainer, bobbles out, is that second attempt. Ooh. Defended well. So these bobbles are really telling now. There's a few turns which are really making it difficult for a much clean offence.
Free at the back. No.
Across AUC. And she propped at 90, but just past rat scratch hand.
They're struggling in that side. Like that's the second or third, I think even this point.
Yes.
One that's just kind of floated past. It was almost a carbon copy of their last turn.
Yeah. The cross/downwind to that corner makes it a very difficult option.
Yeah, big time.
You can hear the sideline calling their cutters to go now. Trying to help out the handlers, because really it's them that are working through the space.
That'll roll. That'll roll. They'll be taking that from the cone.
Maybe a bit of huck and D.
Yeah.
Might just be who is able to maintain possession. So it looks like a hard match. Ziga coming out in a horror. Coming in from the corner, not an easy position. The up line, she doesn't like that. The dump, ooh, she did well just to secure that catch. Working it across now, Zig.
One's gone.
There's a big option coming. She doesn't like it though. Looking for the under. Nice to get a shoulder in front.
Alice is gone. Disciplined.
Oh, you'd be brave to throw it in this wind.
Yeah,
there she goes.
She heard
Oh.
you. You baited that. That's on you. That's still you. I'm putting that one on you.
I mean, starting from this defensive position is probably not a bad option given what's happened in the last couple of points.
You probably can't pick it up on the feet, but there is a bit of rain coming in, and it's coming in at an angle, so that just tells you that there is a fair bit of wind that GW are going to have to work up through.
Yeah.
Good break.
That's a lovely flick. And a floater. Let's see if he can get in. GWS pull it down. Oof, another high one snaffled by GWS. Just maintaining possession, working it through their confident handlers. Downfield working hard. Ooh, the deep shot comes. Oh, just bouncing it out.
Did all the hard work.
Oh, the wind really, not heavy, but plentiful. Setting up a horror, Zig.
Yes, you can.
Oh, in that corner, it's timeout called.
Best timeout I've ever seen. It is just turned to you know what. The winds come in, the rains come in, and if I was at that perfect timeout, you know what? I don't like this. I don't want to throw it right now. We're going to have a timeout. See if a couple of minutes will see this little shower blow over, as they have done for most of the morning. We've been flirting with the idea of getting the garbage bags out on the cameras. I think we might just have to do it.
I think we were too optimistic this morning when we thought it had blown over.
Look, it will. From all the weather reports we've read, should be nice for the rest of the day. That's what I'm telling myself.
See how accurate Bomb is.
So you see, as I mentioned, Outbreak versus Sublime in the next game. Outbreak have been on the middle field throwing for about half an hour, and Sublime haven't left the undercover shed.
Their tactic might be warmth rather than throws.
Their tactic is we're from Perth.
Max 34 last week.
Oh, yeah, rub it in. Lucky to break 10 here today. God. And the laptop sucks.
10
well.
minus 2 with the wind chill.
Well, the tactic didn't work. Called the timeout, but the weather's still crap. Interesting setup here. They've given, oh no, GWS going to their players now.
Setting up into horror again, Zig.
It's like a bit of an ISO for Alice, maybe. It is.
Yeah, although the defenders are poaching. She gets
Here
a
we
little
go.
under. Oh, big
Perfect.
shot. Crockett 90.
Come
on. That first grab bobbled out. Back
It's raining.
empty.
It's raining sideways.
Yeah. It's a real upwind. I'd love to see another big one go up. Just get it out of there. Downfield to Alice, who goes for a big, intercepted well by Truong, I think it was. It's a pretty foggy lens there on the vision. It's going to be a difficult corner to get out of for GWS. And that junk look by Zig, forcing those throws. GWS working it across. Nothing really coming through. Looks like they might have dissolved into a match now. Big shot goes up. Oh, well read by Alice. Oh, and a second attempt.
Huge.
Massive one by Betty Tran.
I thought it was going for all money. That's a great grab.
Ooh, big throw goes up. Oh, that's a score.
Wow.
GWS. And that's Mortimer's attack.
Wow.
Handler's getting it done.
That's that. Second bite.
Tan's got plenty of space there, you can see. Just squeeze it into the sideline there. Beautiful. What do you think Zig can do to try and get up for the next couple of points, Andy?
The weather's not made it easy for him. I mean, this that upwinder for G-Dub, I mean, this is what's in front of them now. The first thing they can focus on is just getting the upwinder, even though the conditions aren't really going to agree with them. We've seen them do it a couple of times before, so I think that's probably working in their favour, but it's the most challenging the game's been right now in terms of the conditions. So we're going to see them side stack. Nice flow out past the brick.
Zig working it well up this sideline. Still finding the gaps there. Ooh. That was a look into space, but not close enough to a player to give her an opportunity.
It was a very nice throw.
Yeah.
There's just no one there.
Maybe she thought her receiver was faster than they were.
Yeah. And also, just been commenting about the upwind, like that one didn't really sit. You'd be forgiven thinking it would sit up a little bit.
No, it just died at the moment that she released the disc. It's Zig again putting on a bit of a junk. Doing well to slow down. GWS only just getting a couple of small reset passes in the cup. And now they get one through and one over the top. Well read. Working it across to the side now. No big options forthcoming. Through the cup again. They've been doing really well with these small, safer throws, but as I say, that just out in front, and Zig get it at halfway. Oh, just a bit of confusion with the receivers and wasn't sure who was going.
Bang.
Big option, touched by a couple of defenders and intercepted by Zig, but not a bad position to start on defense from.
Agreed. Agreed. As soon as Simone saw that turn, she was gone. Alright, so Zig's stuck in this corner. So they're going to use that sideline that they're given. I don't know how many passes they're going to manage to do that for. Just a backwards and looking for the around, but gets caught on that sideline again. See, through the cup, bobbles out of the hands. That track was working really effectively for GWS. 100%. You can see it, like, I mean, you call that they're giving a throw to the sideline, and then they're like, well, now what?
Now what, yeah.
Big break.
Oh, Simone Ryan, too far out in front.
Perkins not happy with herself on that one.
No, I think it's going to become a bit of a scrap. These points are going to be long. We'll see who can execute. Again, Zig on the sideline here, squeezing it up so far. Ooh, there's a little hammer. Falls short. Gives GWS the red zone to work with now. Can they take advantage and stretch out the lead?
Red zone, right in the middle.
Right, Perkins will be picking this one up.
Yeah.
Who do you think the target's going to be?
Run a stack. So, I mean, that was the play they ran last time. Oh.
It was like the seas parted.
I was just about to, that used to be called the Moses. That's me showing my age if you're calling it that. But that's where you had one cutter go one way, the other go the other, and bang, right through the middle. Zig Theory, I did like their defense there on that second one a bit more because they kind of bracketed. They put one on the break, they put one on the open. The risk that brings with it is that you've got the only place you can't protect is the middle, which is where G-Dub threw it.
Saying that though, lofty higher throw, you might have a bit of a sniff under pressure. So
yeah, right option.
You've got to do something, stick with it.
So Mike has gone to extraordinary effort to get everything covered up. Tarps and bags, and Rex has got a bag on his head, and just as they've finished, the sun pokes its head out. Welcome to Ballarat.
Murphy's Law.
Oh yeah, if he hadn't have done it, it would still be absolutely coming down. Outbreak, busy doing their warm-up. Sublime might as well still be in their car. If they drop the first few points, I'm absolutely going to feed it to them. But anyway, we've got a game here first. 13-7, Zig Theory.
It's a big pull from GWS to force Zig to start at the brick mark. Really holding, GWS doing well to hold the Zig offense. Just a few backward dump resets, really. Get a power position, but they didn't really take advantage of it. The undercut's now coming, but people are getting in the way of each other. A small one across the sideline to AUC. She's looking at her handler, goes back. Where's that continuation? No, she just got eyes for the open side, yeah.
Nice grab.
They're working it well up that sideline. Crockett 90 to AUC. Oh, she read it well, but
grab.
Yeah, coming over her head. Oh, injury called. Oh, I hope she's okay. Might be a cramp. Looks like she's getting some assistance with a bit of a hammy stretch.
Is pretty nice. Mon Chang upwind huck. Brings it to, I think, 14-7. So game point now for GWS. As we see the sun. Hello. We've missed you. Lovely put. Lace out, as they say in AFL. I don't think we've got an equivalent, Rex, do we? I don't think we've got a lace out in Ultimate. Sticker up, okay, we'll go for it. Okay, so 14-7's the score. Let's see what Zig can do to maintain a bit of momentum, if not for this game, the next.
Big pull by Sarah Perkins and GWS. She can sniff the finishing line. Silnikova with that lovely flick across the field. Ooh, and a big shot goes up by Zig. Hangs up. There's a bunch of players underneath.
Nice read. Great read.
GWS. Nice intercept there. Or cross, but throws it out of the field. Even Simone Ryan isn't long enough to get that one. Zig get another sniff at it. Ooh, and a scuba behind for the dump. Silnikova. Working it around that cup. She's got reinforcements. Cross back to Silnikova. A little up line here. Again, she's squished on the sideline.
Oh, no. Oh, and look who's calling it. Awesome. Oh, God. Oh, sometimes it's just an unfair poetry to Ultimate. I'm happy with the other 7 to call it. Oh. Game advisor right there. Okay, it is retracted. Even if that one was out, I think they need one back. Zig need one back. They're owed one. Players working it out. No need for the game advisor.
Lovely reset backwards and then a swing across to move that cup again. Open up the space. And go Silnikova's on. Doesn't like it. Now she goes for lateral pass. Again, the continuation. She goes for cross field. Plenty of space there.
Lovely throw.
That's the score by Amanda Lee. So GWS just getting a bit sucked into that open side on defense and left that break. Really baited that high throw.
Yeah, 100%. You can see, had a look, cocked it, thought about it, went, yep, no, I don't mind it. That's good enough for me.
Yeah. I mean, she had 2 offensive players and her teammate did really well kind of just to get her body in the way of Sarah Perkins so she couldn't come and put that pressure on.
Use the wind to her advantage.
Yep. So Zig lived to fight another day.
Outbreak have finished their warm-up. Sublime are yet to start theirs.
They must be trusting the gloves. All right.
I wasn't big on warm-ups back in the day.
Zig with a big pull. Really lofty shot. Well received by GWS. Bit of a junk look, which has been effective for them. Just forcing them to this sideline. But GWS bring it back across. Not sure that there's that pressure on those lateral options by GWS, which is meaning that the defense is having to run a lot of yards in that front cup. Oh, and a big shot goes up for Betty Tan. Oh! GWS would win.
And that huck is the game. GWS are on the board. They've opened up their Nationals account with a win. Zig Theory got jumped at the start. recovered well, made a contest for the back half of the first half and the start of the second, but couldn't keep with GWS. I'd say their lateral movement as well as the hucks, like that one right there at the end with the difference. And that's our first game of Nationals run and done. We will be back at about 20 past 10, so in about 15 minutes' time, we'll be watching Adelaide Outbreak, who have been very diligent doing a warm-up, versus Sublime out of Perth, who have done next to nothing. So I hope Outbreak jump them 3-0. But anyway, that's enough from us for this game. This is Andy Maroney and Avril Tam saying thank you, and we will see you in about 15 minutes' time.
Alti.tv